Today on the show, we're going to be talking about our calendar shoot for the month of April, Zealot. We're going to talk about why I picked this character, what she's from, how I made the costume, and at the end of the episode, we're going to reveal the final calendar image.
Who's Zealot?
So Zealot is from the 90s Image Comics revolution. She's from WildCats, drawn by Jim Lee.
Oh, finally, you picked a comic book I know about.
Yes. Let me show you. Here, I got number 1 here. I got it bagged and boarded.
Oh, careful. That's in mint condition. Shouldn't he be wearing gloves to pick up that?
Yeah, no, it's fine. But here's a nice splash page of Zealot showing off her costume.
That's hot.
And it is hot, and that is why I chose this character. So in case you don't know, WildCats is from the Image Comics revolution. It is a Jim Lee creation. This is what he did after he left Marvel and left drawing the X-Men. He was hot off doing the X-Men. And the WildCats, they caught on pretty fast. They're really big in the 90s. They even spawned a cartoon show. WildCats is a covert action team, and they're wild and covert at the same time. I heard someone saying that the other day, and I cracked up at that. And I always felt that Zealot had one of the hottest, sexiest, most over-the-top costumes of any of the 90s creations. I just always really gravitated towards the look of that character. I just think she looks totally badass. And in the comics, she is a badass. She is of the Caribum alien race, and she's this Coda warrior, female warrior assassin, and she's very hot and cold, you know what I'm saying?
She can also stop bullets and lasers with her swords
Yeah.
while she's doing a backflip.
Yes, all of that. You can do all of that and look hot while doing it in like a thong and high heels. Another thing that inspired this shoot was the 90s swimsuit edition specials for comic books. If you were alive back then and you went to comic book stores at all, you know what I'm talking about, where they would have, Marvel had a swimsuit edition every year where they put out a little book and it had all of these illustrations and like pinups of all of these characters in swimsuits. And it wasn't just females either. I mean, there was also males and stuff in there, like there's this friggin' Namor thing, like he's just wearing a seashell over his dick, like that's awesome. There's like a whole like X-Men spread of all the X-Men like swimming and having fun and chilling out in the sun. There's ones for like everybody. Colossus has a really good one. Look at this Captain America one. Yeah, look at that butt. So yeah, they're really hilarious. And it's like nowadays I feel like you wouldn't be able to get away with doing something like that and everyone would be up in arms to sexualize a sexualized superhero character for some reason. It makes no sense to me. But that's something that I just kind of miss about comics, and I wish that we had stupid stuff like swimsuit editions still, because I just thought they were like so funny. Fun fact, this is not the first time that Team 19 has made WildCats costumes. A few years ago for Halloween, Tyson went as Spartan, the leader of WildCats, and his friend went as Warblade, one of the most ridiculous looking characters. And years later, I finally completed my WildCats costume for Zealot. But these costumes were made in one night for a Halloween party, so they're not super over the top or elaborately made. But my costume, on the other hand, was not made in a day. It was made over the course of maybe 2 weeks.
So here's the fact, so we got power to the max, you know what tough as nails, when all else fails, call nerves of steel. Here's the deal, you better watch out.
Daemonites?
The Daemonites are an alien race from someplace, and they're bad, and they're trying to control humanity. They're like the reptilians, actually. If you're into the reptilian theories, it's kind of similar to that.
Maul, they're Daemonites.
Oh, so Jim Lee was into reptilians then, huh?
You'll have to ask him. I'm not making any statements for Jim Lee, okay? Let's get that straight. Another creative challenge we came across was the making of the background for this photo. Now, if you're a Jim Lee fan, you may have noticed that Jim Lee does the coolest, best little techno wall backgrounds all the time. He always has these little techno walls, all these little monitors on it and vents and stuff like that. So we decided to make a miniature background, a Jim Lee techno wall. T-Bone was in charge of this project. While I was making the costume, he was making the background. And it's all made out of foam core and stuff like that. So yeah, this is a little miniature that we shot separately, and then we put in the background, and it could be seen in the Zealot photo and also in Robot's 90s superhero photo. But yeah, that was another fun little thing that we got to do. And we had no idea whether this was even going to work out when we made this. We were just hoping, crossing our fingers that this was all going to come together, and it did. And the techno wall really, I think, really shines. Her costume is just so impractical for fighting, and I wanted to make one in real life and put it on just so I could see how ridiculous and feel how impractical this costume would be to fight supervillains in. And I definitely, yeah, it's confirmed now that you cannot do anything in that costume. You can barely get down the stairs in that costume. I'm getting ready for my battle. 5 more minutes, guys. Doorways are also hard, unless it's a really wide doorway. I mean, you have to go in kind of.
At least you're not Maul. He couldn't even get out of the truck door. He had to have his own door in the back.
Maul, come on! We're here!
Just when I was getting comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, in Zealot's defense, most of the WildCats are gonna have problems with doors. I mean, most of them. Warblade, I mean, he's got all those wires hanging out of him, and then he's got, you know, those big fingers. I mean, how does he go to the bathroom? I don't know. Then you have Maul, he's too big to get through any doorway.
Whoa!
So here it is, the final image for Zealot. WildCats pizza party. You earned it. Yeah, guys, you did really great today. You're still kind of a stripper, so I don't know if I like you, but Brifter, you really showed some moves out there today. I'm really proud of you guys. Whoa, beautiful.
So I guess that's as far in as we can get it.
Keep it moving.
All right, you goddamn it, now.
We need this out faster. We've got 1,500 angry customers. They want this by Christmas. Put it together. Let's go, people. Move it. Move it. Get that tape on.
Yeah, can it go in further? All the way up to the front?
And that's how we made the image. If you guys are interested in purchasing your very own calendar, you can go to comicbookgirl19.com. All the proceeds from this calendar are also going back into the show. It is supporting the show. We have a lot of crazy ideas for 2015.